Hi everyone, in a recent YouTube live video I showed you how to use ScanNCut data to cut out some shaped cards that I had designed in a graphics program that's available online for free called Canva. And in that YouTube live I explained how to be able to cut the inside and outside parts of the printed design. But since that YouTube live, a couple of people have asked me how you would add an offset around the scan so that not to cut directly on the outer line, to leave like a little white border all around your design. So in today's video, what I'm going to try and show you how to do is do just that. So I've got my ScanNCut machine on. I'm going to use the file that I used in the live, which was the dog file. It was a card in the shape of a dog. You should easily be able to find it in the thumbnail videos on my YouTube channel. So I'm going to go to retrieve data because once I'd scanned the design and cleaned it up, I saved the cut file into my machine. So I'm going to go into my machine and I'm going to jump to the last page and look for the file. So it's here. It's this dog shaped card, and this was what I showed how to apply to the printed image. So I'm going to say OK. So to add an offset line, so in other words, to be able to cut this slightly bigger to leave a white border all the way around, you need to go into Edit and then into Object Edit, and you need to look for this icon here, which looks like two circles with two inward facing arrows, and this is your inward outward offset distance, if you like. This is like the features that we use in Canvas Workspace. This feature is also available in CM model machines, and I think it's available in them all. You may get to it a different way than in the machine I'm using, which is the SDX 2200 Disney, but it will be on your machine. Certainly on the CM 900, I think on the 600. I'm not sure about the 300 or the 250, but I think possibly it's a feature that was in an update that you should have on your machine. So this is the original card that I originally had on the mat, scanned it through and applied the outline, the cut outline, and then the cut on these inline sections. And then I saved it into the machine. So I'm going to hit the offset button, and from here I can choose how much of an offset. On my machine it comes up by default as 0.06. I can take that down or I can take it up. I'm going to leave it on 0.06 and I'm going to say OK. Now on the DX, SDX models, basically what it does, it adds a second layer bigger than what was originally on the mat. On the CM models, from memory, it's a long time since I've used a CM machine, I think it just inflates the original design that was on your mat. So by that, if I say OK and go into the magnifying glass and zoom in to 400%, you can see here I've got two lines. So the box, the red bounding box, is actually surrounding my original shaped card. And then you can see above it, there's another line. That's the 0.06 offset I've just applied. So for me, I've got to delete the original cut line. Otherwise, if I send this through to the ScanNCut machine, I'll just end up with a little thin, skinny frame effectively, because the blade will follow this inside black line all the way around. Then it will cut the outside line all the way around, and literally what I'll be left with is a skinny frame, and that's not what I want. I want a solid outline but bigger than the original card. So I'm going to say OK. I know that I've got the original outline selected because, as I said, on the DX and SDX, it adds the bigger offset layer as an extra layer, and it will always keep the original one selected. If you're unsure, if you use these arrows here and look closely where the red box is, When I click either one of these arrows, that red box will jump to the outside. So that means that's my offset layer that's now selected. If I hit the arrow again, it comes onto the inside. That's my original. So from here, I would have to choose delete. And now I've got the original cut file, but that has been inflated by 0.06. So if I still had my printed dog-shaped card, which I'd printed off from Canva, and I still had that on my mat, and then sent this to cut, it would cut around my printed design, but leaving a white border all the way around. So I hope that explains how to add the offset layer. If you have got any questions, leave them underneath the video and I will try and get back to you. But for now, please give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Please don't forget to make sure that you are subscribed, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.